Hey, it's Cris Chico, and in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about how to not answer the phone in your real estate business and how you're going to make more money by doing that, which is counterintuitive. But when you stick around to and you watch this video, you're going to see that it makes perfect sense and how you can, in fact, make more money by being lazy and not answering the phone. How about that? So we're here. Today I'm in Rome. Today I'm in Rome again, and we are doing a food tour. And where we're going to be cooking pasta with the kids, and we got this through Airbnb. They have experiences that they have available through Airbnb, and we start off by going into the market and doing some shopping at the market for the ingredients that we need for the cooking class, which is pretty cool. This is the local market here. So now we just finished walking through the market, and then now we are on the way to the ladies' apartment so that we can go ahead and cook pasta. So what do I mean by not speaking with sellers? Well, I mean that your marketing, instead of going directly to your cell phone or to a phone that you are going to answer directly, is going to go to a 24-hour recorded message. And I started using recorded messages back in 2003, which was very difficult to use because not many vendors. Nowadays, you got a lot of vendors that are using 24-hour recorded messages. And the reason I did that is because the marketing that we did generated so many calls. So what happened is that when we did the direct mail campaign, the calls would start coming in around 3:30 in the afternoon. That's when the mailmen actually dropped off the mail and the postcards. And we would just start getting calls like a minute after each other, 1 minute after each other. So there's no way that, we had Pat Live back then, but it was nowhere near what it is today in terms of, being a quality service. So our guide says that basically all the apartments here are like €1 million. A lot of them have like these big doors because back in the days when people lived here, if they had money, they had a horse, and so they needed a big door to be able to go through and push the horse through in a courtyard with that. And a lot of the people that own here are people that have lived here for a very long time, and so they own the apartments, but it'd be very expensive for them to buy an apartment here had they not otherwise been owning it for a long time in their family. So where I left off was the fact that you could not answer all those calls even if you wanted to. However, the other thing to consider is that if you have a full-time job, if you are doing something other than real estate, then you can't be at the whim of each and every call that comes in. And yes, it would be ideal if you had somebody on staff and they could be answering the phones all day long as soon as the call came in. However, that's not really feasible, and especially if you're brand new in the business, again, you might have a job. So that's why I'm a big fan of using 24-hour recorded messages, so that way we can have a better control of the business as well as better control of our time when it comes to the marketing that we send out. Now, the other thing about 24-hour recorded messages is that it releases the pressure when people call you. So if somebody is mildly interested in selling their property, somebody's really interested, they want to talk to you right now, they're going to call you. However, the majority of the people are not like that. They're just kind of lukewarm. And so then if that's the case, then using a 24-hour recorded message helps tremendously because it releases the pressure. Then we can structure our marketing and the message in the marketing to say, hey, call this 24-hour recorded message to hear a little bit more details about our potential offer to buy your property. And you can specify on the postcard, hey, no one's going to answer. No operator will answer. You don't have to worry about anything. Just come on in and listen to this message anytime you want. And then now more people are going to call the voicemail. And that's what you want. You want as many people calling it that voicemail as possible. Now, what I did is I'll tell you what I did at the end of the video. But now, then because you have more people calling in a message, now comes the most important thing is that you are then going to call everybody back. You're going to have those people that end up calling you and leaving a message. And obviously, those are easy people to say, yes, I'm going to call you back. However, you're going to have a pretty large number of people that are just going to call and not leave a message. They're just going to call and hang up. Why? Because they're not ready. And they're calling and hanging up with every other single investor that they're calling, or even not calling at all. However, now they called into your 24-hour recorded system, and now you have their phone number. So guess what? Like as if you were skip tracing that list, you're going to go ahead and give those people a phone call. And now, all of a sudden, by the way, this is the backside of the pantheon. So now you're going to call everybody back. So it's almost like skip tracing 0.1. And if you take and you're sending out direct mail and marketing to say like a very specific list, like a tax delinquent list, then all of a sudden what's happening is that you're getting phone numbers for really qualified prospects that potentially other real estate investors are not talking to. And so those are the main reasons why I think that, hey, avoiding talking to sellers initially might be a good thing, not a bad thing, as most people would have you believe. And that, oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you that my little hack on this is I created what I call my blind copy postcards, which have had tremendous success with a whole lot of people. And the reason for that, my wife is a little bit behind here. Oh, by the way, this is the Pantheon. It's a Roman temple. Actually, you'll see more of it as I walk toward the, we're heading actually toward our apartment. We ended up getting an apartment with Airbnb. It's pretty cool that it is right smack in the middle of this entire district. Literally, we could walk anywhere we want. And it's pretty great. I love it. And that is, behind us there is the Pantheon. So get a copy of my blind copy postcard, first of all. And you can go to chrischico.com/postcard and get a copy of my postcard that you can use. And I would recommend send that to your tax delinquent list, send that to a lot of these other specialty lists that are just gonna get you a lot of bang for the buck when it comes to your marketing. And with my blind copy card, you'll be able to get more people to call in, more phone numbers, and thus have a better opportunity to put a deal together. And that's my advice to you. So that right there is the Pantheon. Let me take a wide angle picture of, and when we first came to our honeymoon here in Italy, we ate at one of these. We remember eating at one of these shops, these pizza places, and then falling asleep because we're so dead tired, which was interesting. And now we are heading back home to our apartment. Wondering, would you want me to, maybe you might be interested, I could do a video for you on my apartment and how it looks like, and that way you can get a feel for how it feels like to live with the locals in Roma. Let me know. And as always, go to flipanywhere.com if you want or are interested in how to find motivated sellers online. The perfect strategy to implement with virtual wholesaling. See what else we got here. So we walked through this courtyard. This is a pretty cool church over here. And at night, this courtyard is cool because it's just brimming with people all over the place. And then now we are approaching our neighborhood here with a lot of little restaurants. You gotta go to this place here. Got lots of reviews. The Lost Food Factory. And we will make a, although somebody gave me a good tip on a restaurant. They said basically, don't go to any restaurants where there's waiters trying to get you inside, where they have fake food in the front. Those are the two things that they said not to go.
Pictures on the menu.
Or yes, or if they have pictures on the menu, don't go to those. And now we're coming up on our little apartment here, and that's it. I'll talk to you guys soon.